the day today, June 21st, 2022. I've been buying silver for 12 years now. Everything I bought is less valuable than I paid for it. Silver has not been a good buy. Fiat currency, inflation, everything's going to kill you. I don't make money trading, but I'm going to keep telling you what to do. I haven't made a dime in a decade. So if you haven't noticed, 2022 is not only a good year, it's the best year we've had trading in over 15 years now. Now it's going to be probably ever. 2022 by far will be the best year in trading that we've had. Soon to be, we can use the word ever. We're only in July. So when you were having a 3-day weekend, celebrating whatever you're into, Father's Day, you're hanging with cousins, people you haven't seen in a while maybe, and they know you're into the market. What's the commentary? Man, you must be getting killed. Man, I'm getting killed. Man, this market sucks. Then they point their fingers, they blame somebody. Nobody ever points their finger at themselves. Man, I suck. I really wish I would have done something more appropriately. Maybe I should have learned something before putting my money in a fake bullshit pumped up market by the government. Nobody ever points the finger at yourself, but okay, just blame everybody else, right? But more importantly, while everybody's now talking about how, yeah, of course, the bullshitters are saying how they knew this was coming, lies. I made the videos. I started making videos. If you haven't noticed, when did I start making more videos? Last April, to make sure everybody knew what I was doing, getting out of the market, going back to being a day trader. There was zero reasons to be invested in the market any longer at all-time highs, because they told us they were going to stop supporting the market. They told us interest rates were going up. They said inflation was coming. They were right. But what they also told you was to stay in the market. Don't forget Goldman Sachs. Guys, if you guys want to be on the same page as me, Google Goldman Sachs says, Goldman says this is not a bubble. Goldman says this is not a bubble. They wrote 20 to 30 articles. They had podcasts. They had huge onslaught in financial media and the internet, making sure that it was abundantly clear that it was not a bubble and that you, the retail investor, should be piling into the market on January 7th, where your bald schmuck asshole friend that lives with his mother in the garage is telling you, and this is a guy that's been saying, buy, the market never goes down. And then I suddenly said, no, that's over. And I said that because Goldman Sachs, that's why when Cathie Wood was a champion, and I looked at what she owned, and I was like, these are not good stocks to own. These are momentum stocks that will crash within the next year or two, that's why most mutual funds stink. And that's why you don't chase stocks. You don't chase performance either. I don't have to outperform the market. I'm not even in the market. And I never will be ever again. I will never own a stock. And I got to tell you something. This morning, I woke up to a free present, a prize that normally doesn't happen, a situation that usually goes the other way. I owned 400 shares of CLVS. Look at it. I owned 400 shares of Clovis. You know why I still owned it after telling you how I don't own stocks? Because the stock was at 38 cents. Why would I sell the last 400 shares? For what? I might as well go down with the bitch all the way to zero. And I was counting on it. You know why I was counting on Clovis going to zero? Because I wanted to be another joke on me. I've owned, let's list them. I owned a stock called Genesis Microchip, which was supposed to get taken over. And they had all this great technology. This was LEDs were coming into play. I read everything about the company, blah, blah, blah. Their chips work better with the blah, blah, blah flat screens. How could this go wrong? It went wrong. The company basically went out of business. There's one. Then came along Enron. No, Enron was first. Is there any possible way that this could wait till 4 o'clock? So then you had Enron, right? I don't know what Enron did. Nobody did. That's the fun part. But a lot of smart people with educations in the industry, a lot of geniuses with an education in the industry. Remember, I am just an actor who went to school for television radio production. I don't know anything. A lot of geniuses were telling you that this is the new way to conduct business in the energy transfer business. They invented a new thing. It was so cool. Who cares you don't understand what they're doing? They're phenomenal. You got to own Enron, right? That's what they told you. That's what they told you. Those are smart people telling you that. Oh, they got that one right, huh? They got that one right. So then as the stock's collapsing, what are they telling you? Well, this has to be a buying opportunity because they still think what they know about the company, which they didn't know because nobody knows anything. They didn't know. They didn't know it was a fake company that didn't do anything and it was a fraud. But I look at it as price. So I see an $80 stock go down to, $6.50, and there's a takeover bid out there at 8 and change, 9 and change. And I'm thinking, hey, if they're willing to pay 8, 9 and change, why don't I pick it up here at 6.50? If it gets taken over at 8, at least I get my $1.50. That ain't bad. So I buy 10,000 shares of Enron. And the stock is at 7.50. And it's closing in on 8, and I left the office. I went to go eat lunch with my wife. I get a call. Hey, you got to do something about this Enron. What do you want to do? I'm like, what? What's the story? He's like, yeah, it just tanked to 40 cents. 40 cents? What the hell are you talking about? It was just 7.80. He's like, yeah, whatever happened, Dynegy pulled the bid. Cool. And by the way, the reason I held the Enron was because somebody told me I should hang out for a white night. You know the white knight story? I don't want to tell it. Anyway, Enron went to zero. Then I tried it with WorldCom to zero. Walter Energy to zero. Leapfrog to zero. Penson to zero. I've owned a tremendous amount of stocks that have gone to zero. Like zero. I forgot what my point was. My point is, I'll never own a stock ever again in my life. Ever. Because why own when you can rent for the day? Did I have to own the QQQ today? Sorry, did I have to own the QQQ from Thursday or Friday to make money on it today? Nope. Broke the VWAP, went up 4 points. My take up, anybody ask me about all stocks are going to zero. Every stock is worthless. I don't have a portfolio. I'm rooting against everybody. Even when the market starts going up, I'm never going to own a stock for more than 24, possibly 48 hours. If it's that amazing going into the close and I'm up at least 20% of the trade, maybe then I hold 5% of my position, and chances are I won't because I don't have to. Nobody has to own stocks in the greatest trading market of all time. So on the way to zero, I bought Revlon. Why are you buying Revlon? It's a bankrupt cosmetic company. I know. That's exactly why I'm buying it. Because when it opens up out of the halt, there'll probably be a short squeeze. And there it was. And then we came in on Friday. Hey, that Revlon was exciting on Thursday. Maybe we could do that again. Oh, maybe we can. And then we fast forward to Tuesday. Here we are. Hey, maybe that Revlon will do something again, considering how hot it was on Thursday and Friday. Oh, shit. Here it goes. It's breaking the VWAP, and now it's going green. Buy it. $3.94. Sold it at $4.10 like an idiot, right? I felt pretty good about selling it at $4.10. And then it pulled back. So I was like, oh, good. I'm glad I didn't buy it. Wait, then it starts to go back up. And I was like, oh, wait, maybe I should buy it. Oh, wait, then it pulls back. And then it went to 414 once. And then it went to 414 twice. And I said to myself, I know nothing. I know nothing about anything. I don't know where the market's going to be tomorrow. I don't know where the market's going to be yesterday. I don't know. I don't care. But I do know the president does not control the price of oil or the stock market. But what I do know is if Revlon breaks 414, the double top of the day, it's got no resistance till about 448. I'm in. Oh, look, it's at 448. I sell. And then, lo and behold, Revlon, this bankrupt cosmetic company, goes all the way back down to 414. What was resistance on the way up becomes support on the way back down. Oh, gee, Tennessee. Maybe I could buy it again at 414. But wait, I missed it. Oh, but then it breaks VWAP at 429. And I could buy it again at 429 using the 414 as my out and the prior low at 406. And then the fucker goes right back to 478 cash. Then it breaks 478. Good thing I didn't sell it all. Then it goes to 5. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out at 5. Oh, it's breaking 5. Should I buy it back? Nope. Nope. Should I buy it back? Should I buy it back? Should I buy it back? Nope. I don't buy it back. I don't buy it back. I don't buy it back. You know where I bought it back? When it broke the high of the freaking day just now at 513. 513 got me 550. I'm out. This is a bankrupt cosmetic company that we've collectively made 20%, 20%, 30%, 20%, 20%, 40%, 80%, 20%, 90%. So about 19,000% on our money on this one trade over the last 3 days. So that means, just to extrapolate that data and put it onto a common investor, the Qs would have to go to $28,953 by the end of the day today to match what we've done trading Revlon. Why would I own stocks? Why would I ever own a stock ever in my life for more than just a couple of hours? Maybe 48 hours tops. But why? Why hold overnights? Because all the skill and all the awesomeness of VWAP and all the awesomeness of being in control of your finances, everything that's awesome about trading ends. It ends as soon as you take it overnight. Why would you do that? Let me just add more risk to an already risky endeavor. Why? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Don't own stocks. Don't swing trade. Don't do call spreads. Don't sell naked puts. Do this. Do this. This works. This works. You push a few buttons and you're done. Who cares what happens next? Whatever happens next, you're going to participate in it. I don't have to tell you or guess what's going to happen next. Who cares? But the best part about it is that if you did care what just happened to the market, if you did care, now they're telling you it's finally a bear market. Now they're telling you how to prepare for a bear market. Now they're telling you you should be scared. And what are you supposed to do? Buy everything. And then you have a nice 2.5-day rally. But do you have to be in from Thursday's lows where I picked the lows on the Qs? I'm not in. I picked the lows and I wasn't in the Qs because I don't hold overnights. I was in from 270.65 was my cost average. I sure wish I would have held some, but I don't hold stocks because I could come back the next day, accept what I see right in front of me, and participate when it is happening. So when it's not happening, I say sell, and now I don't care. If you hold an overnight, you are now giving up your rights to freedom. Good word. You are giving up your right to control your own fate. Why? Why? For what? Why would you own? Why would you hold? What's the benefit? What are you going to miss if you're not in something tonight? If the market opens up higher tomorrow, who cares? Because it's probably going to dip first, and then it's going to go back up, or it's going to roll over and die. And you're going to crush all these people that think they know what they're doing. I'm going to hold overnight. It looks like the bull market's back. But you got to take away one thing. Once the set, did you notice? Even Goldman Sachs is saying, "Oh, I don't know if we should buy stocks now." Kramer's like, "Oh, maybe I should stop being a cheerleading scumbag who doesn't know shit." They started to change their tune. And then the commentary was Thursday bad, Friday bad, crash when we get back. Wrong. And I'm not pretending that I knew we were going to gap up today, but I'm not holding overnights. I'm not staying short or long over the weekend. I'm flat. So I could come in today and go, oh shit, this market looks pretty strong. Maybe I should participate. And you stay liquid and you win the day. Win the day. Trade the day. Win the day. Live forever. Don't give a shit what this market does. But if you haven't noticed, the best time to be on any trade is when the sheep are on the other side. When everybody's screaming buying and they're putting some hack like Kathy Wood as their poster child, you want to be on the other side of that trade. When people are telling you Roku is cutting edge technology, and you know what? They won. They had a stock that went from 50 to 500. What? You won. Congratulations, you fucking idiot. The stock's fucking worthless and it went from 50 to 500. What'd you want? 10,000 a share on a company that doesn't do anything? They don't do anything. If Roku disappeared tonight, nobody would miss it. Next time you're thinking about owning a stock, think to yourself, if this company disappeared tomorrow, would anybody miss it? If the answer is yes, don't own it. Oh, wait, don't own stocks. They're all Ponzi schemes. When you could buy bankrupt, remember Hertz? Remember Avis? How about GameStop? What about AMC? You didn't forget about all that beautiful awesomeness we had. That's what you do. Go where the money is, do as best as you can, and get the fuck out of here. This whole industry, CNBC and Fox Business, if you watch them, you are doing yourself a disservice. They're out for themselves. They have an agenda. They're cheerleading. They're the investment banker's cheerleader. If I brought a company public as an investment banker, you think I'm going to tell people to sell it? Not only am I not going to tell people to sell it, I'm going to pay other people to tell other people to buy it to support my freaking stock that's a piece of shit. I know it, but I'm not allowed to say that on TV. I just did the underwriting. I have to support it. But I know the company's not worth what we just put in public at, let alone when they tack on another 600%. But when this keeps happening, and it does, when it keeps happening, keep doing it. Have you seen Clovis? That was my point from this whole entire fucking video. Clovis. They tell you the stock's curing cancer. It goes from 30 to 120. And then they're not curing cancer. It goes back to 20. Then they're curing cancer. The stock goes from 20 back to 80. And then they're not curing cancer. Stock goes from 80 to $3. Then they're curing cancer again, 3 to 5. And then they're not curing cancer, 5 to 12 to 68 cents. But then 5 or 6 days ago, Clovis. Yes, that Clovis, CLVS. By the way, Revlon new highs because it's not going to $20. Clovis, right? CLVS, suddenly one afternoon, off a 52-week low, breaks VWAP at 305 in the middle of nowhere and goes up 100%. The fuck was that? I wish I had the answer, but I do have the answer. That was some insider that knew they were going to release news any day. So they loaded up, the momentum kicks in, the buyers kick in, we see it after it starts to happen, we join in, and then we take that under advisement. Hey, what the hell is going on with Clovis over the last 5 or 6 days? I don't know, but shit, if it breaks back over 115, I got to buy it. And oh my God, if it breaks over 135, I have to buy it. Oh shit. If this thing ever gets over 150, I'm in. And then this thing goes to 240 today. You understand? What do you need to own stocks for? And if you want to keep this story going, let's talk about the story. Josh Brown from CNBC, and again, Josh, if you had to say who are the best of the best, Josh is still better than everybody on that station. But they are paid to be cheerleaders. Nobody wants to hear the negative Nancy. I'm the negative Nancy. That's why you don't hear, that's why I get 26 people showing up. I'm the negative Nancy who lives in reality. I'm the Debbie Downer telling you that your stock is worthless and you should sell. They don't want to do that on CNBC because they're paid off not to do so. It's not good content. They just want to be cheerleading. So he's telling you, oh, you want to be in the metaverse? Oh, you missed it. Oh, you want to be part of the metaverse before it leaves without you? You got to buy Roblox. They got everything you need. They got games, they got metaverse, and they got ass-raping losses on your stock. That's what they've got best. It's a company that makes $0. That was a $30 IPO that was trading at $136. And Josh Brown is telling you that's how to participate in the metaverse at 136. Thanks. And then as it's breaking down under 120 and 115, where are they? Hey, maybe we should address this Roblox. It is rolling over. Maybe we should take this 8-point hit before it becomes worse. Now, then at 90, then at 80, then at 70, then at 60, then at 50, after 20% fall, you're supposed to take that under advisement and do something about it. Then 30%, 40%, 50%. Wait, now it's 50, 60, 30, 20. Now at $22, down 110 points, Josh Brown comes out. He says, you know what? I got to sell this thing. Now they're downgrading it. Josh is getting out. Some other company said the company might be still overvalued here at $27. They're putting a sell recommendation on it. Goldman Sachs talking about how they might have misunderstood the metaverse opportunity. So now that they all want you in at 130, but at 26, they're telling you got to get out. So what do? You got to start looking at that stock as a buy. And then lo and behold, 3 or 4 days later, after these two, Josh is getting out, some other company downgraded the stock. It got downgraded again yesterday. And all you got is a stock that rips to $30. Thank you, CNBC. Thank you, Josh Brown. And thank you for these moments where if you are still delusional about what this market does, and if you're still delusional about the word manipulation, you probably shouldn't even be attempting to manage your own money. Delusional. Manipulation. My millennial, psychotic, diamond-handed, living with your aunt, you've never seen the market go down, moronic friend. I'm talking to you. I forgot my point because that was a lot of nicknames. Manipulation, there's more manipulation on the stock when it's going up. Sorry to burst what you thought you knew. There's more manipulation on the way up. Down is called reality. Up is manipulation. Because they have to convince people to buy. They got to come up with stories of why to buy. They got to pay people on CNBC to convince you to buy. That's called manipulation. Buy, upgrades, manipulation. Down is reality. Down is the truth. Down is not manipulation. Down is where you're supposed to go. The market's not supposed to go up 30% a year for 7 straight years. That's not how it works. Welcome back to reality. Let me be your poster child of reality. And there's your Revlon at $6. Thank you very much. We're all fucking rich. Sold to you. $5 calls, man. $5 freaking calls. I can't believe it either. I can't believe it either. Making 50% on a $5 call. From $1 to $1.50. Stock goes from $3.75 to $6. So now the Qs would have to go to 36,000 in the next couple of days just to replicate what we did with Revlon in 2 days. Come on. You go where the money's at. Because, and by the way, the next time you're trading a stock like Revlon, and you say to yourself, why is this stock even going up? You got the wrong question. Who cares? It is going up. Price is the only thing that matters. It's a takeover rumor. Is it? It's a short squeeze. Is it? Is it a combination of both? Is it? Who cares? Who cares? Is it moving? Yes. I'm in. This is a life-changing day for a lot of people. Life-changing for the negative, because I told people that they should quit this business today. If you didn't make money trading Revlon today, you should quit. Stop trading. If you didn't buy QQQ, breaking the VWAP on the first follow through bull day we've had in 9 weeks. We haven't had back to back winning green days in 9 weeks. If you can't summon the stones to get involved, then you shouldn't be doing this. This is definitely not for everyone. It's not even for me anymore. I'm losing whatever I have left, I'm losing it. Because after I'm done doing my spiel and my ranting and my raving and I'm teaching, I'm doing this, I'm fucking working since 7:45 trying to help people. And then I said, people say, well, I bought Revlon and then it, I didn't, everybody's got a reason. I didn't get it at 5, I didn't get it at 4.14. I didn't want to pay 4.16. You want to pay 2 cents? You want to pay 2 cents on a stock that I could go up 100%? From here, you didn't want to pay up 2 cents? It's not for you then. This isn't for you. And by the way, every trade is worth doing if you know what you're doing. Every trade is worth putting on if you know what you're doing. Like, for instance, is Revlon a good buy right now? Absolutely not. This is where we're selling it now. We're in from 375. Well, now we're in from 415, 485, and 515. So selling it at 6, this is phenomenal. Does that mean it's going to suddenly start plummeting right back down to 4 and change? No. But is it a good buy at 605? The stock was $1.30 3 days ago. By definition, it's not a good buy. That doesn't mean it's not going to $30 today. So how do you participate? Levels. The pullback levels are 580 and 592. So if you're crazy enough to finally say, oh, I got to get involved in this Revlon here at 605. If you're finally ponying up the cash, if you're finally thinking, oh, I better get in after the stock's rallied 400%, you better have tight stops. So when it rolls over, not if, when it rolls over, at least you're only losing 12 or 15 cents, not 78 cents to $2 on a $6 stock. And that's how you stay involved. Because if you ain't getting me out, it's easy for me to say to stay in. I'm in. I'm in from 512 cost average, right? Oh, I could say stay in all day, but I'll tell you where I'm selling it. I'm selling it at 592. If I have 1,000 shares, which I don't have right now, let's say I have 200 shares left, I'm only selling those 200 shares at 592 and 579. And that's how I stay in the trade. But KVN, if it gets to $10, it's going to 20. You're right. And that's how stupid this market is. This was a stock that was $1.68 a couple of days ago. And there really would be a chance of it going to $20 if it did break 10. Because if it breaks 10, everyone's going to be thinking, holy shit, this thing could go to 20. It's exactly how the market works. And as long as we get enough people to say, holy shit, this thing might go to 20, it'll go to 20. That's how it works. You think I care about what the market's going to do? But by the way, I always throw Mannarino under the bus. Whatever. I don't even know who. The dude was driving a Camaro. Gotta like him. Guy likes Mopar. Gotta like him. He likes silver. I like silver. Gotta like. He lives in Vegas. That's cool too. It's just his commentary's irresponsible. Death is in the air. Everything's coming to kill you. Buy stocks. I liked it better when he was saying death is in the air. Everything's going to kill you. Get out of the market. But he was wrong at the time because the market was going like this because the government had it firmly in its grasp. And that's why we started making fun of the guy. And then finally, he changes his tune. He's still about death is in the air. The stock market's worthless, but now I'm buying everything. And he tops the market out, and he never made any. And he's apologizing now to his subscribers. You never hear me apologize because when I'm wrong, it's already over. I don't get a chance to apologize because when I'm wrong in a trade, oh shit, that ain't working, then I'm out. Took me about 4 seconds to adjust. I'm not delusional. I'm not going to pretend I know what's going to happen tomorrow. I don't care about what happens tomorrow. But the best part about YouTube is the entire generation of gurus, right? And you know what? I'm so insignificant in the guru conversation. I don't even get made fun of anymore. Make fun of me. I'm not even on the these gurus will steal your money list. I don't even make the list anymore. I'm in the sub freaking I'm in pond scum of the gurus. Meanwhile, I think I like it. But what I don't get is how these fuckers, the humble trader, Manarinho, Meet Kevin, Tom Nash, how the hell can you be this wrong, consistently wrong, and garner a following? What the hell? Can somebody teach me how to use YouTube? I've been banging out good commentary since '07. The truth doesn't sell. To my 1,000 subscribers that are with me, yeah, they know the deal. But YouTube, I'm insignificant. I don't even make the list of people that you should be weary of anymore. There used to be 2 guys that would always call me a scam artist. I think one guy died. Aw. And then you had another guy talking about how I'm a has-been Soz trader. I am. I am a has-been Soz trader. Tell that to the 1,000 people that are in my chat room now that I got out of the market last April. Tell the people that are in my chat room who are all loaded up on Revlon over the last 2 days that I'm a has-been. They don't give a shit. And you know what they don't give a shit about, and which was the one dilemma I used to have with this industry? You know the dilemma. I can't possibly trade every single one of my ideas today. I missed the earnings reversal today. I should be flogged. I should be taken out and beaten with a wet noodle. Or what they beat the kids with back in Thailand, the freaking weeds. Whoosh! I should be taking backslashes. I should be getting absolutely torn apart outside, tied up to a shed for not trading Lennar today. Lennar's my trade. Lennar's my earnings reversal. Lennar's why I woke up in the morning and I didn't even trade it. And some people think that makes me a fraud. But it makes me even less of a fraud because I'm telling you, I can't trade all these ideas. I'm just one person. I'm in Revlon and the Qs. That's it. That's all I did today. I missed 78 other good ideas. What can I do? But I've taught people what to look out for and where they should be buying it and where they should be selling it. And a lot of traders made money on Lennar today. Can I take credit for it? You bet I will. I will take credit for the Lennar trade. You know why? Because those people would never have bought Lennar and made money on it if it wasn't for what I showed them. So I win. Because that's my real job, is showing people what to do, how to navigate this market, be their own boss, and never be manipulated again. It's basically the opposite of fraud. And that's why I do it live, and that's why I do free trials, which nobody does. I do it live, and there's free trials. I do it live And there's free trials. So what are you saying? I could come hang out at your website for a couple of weeks, see if you're full of shit, and not have to pay a thing? That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. Nobody does that because everybody's full of shit. But you just said you didn't trade Lennar. So what if I told you, and again, I'm going to leave you on this one because I'm sweating. What if I told you I'm never putting on a trade ever again? Like I'm never trading. Like I'm done. I'm sure. I just sold my last 100 shares of Revlon, and now I'm closing my account for all eternity. I'm never putting on a trade ever again in my life. Does that make me a bad trader or a good trader? But the real question is, does that make me a good guru or a bad guru? I think the best gurus are ones that are only looking out for their followers. I'm all about looking out for my followers. When I'm not trading, I actually do a better job at looking out for everybody else because I have less going on. And now I could harness the powers just for you. What do you care? What do you care what I'm doing? If I'm giving you the good info and those trades are working, that's the only thing you should care about. And by the way, I'd like to have a conversation about real estate. Because in the impending doom of society, I think real estate is going to take a hit soon. But what are you supposed to do? You're going to sell your house? Then what? You can't short your house. So what can you do? There's nothing much you can do. But I'll show you SRS. SRS, my friends. I want you, somebody, to do some research on this stock. SRS. The last time we had a real estate collapse, this stock became a darling. I am not recommending it. I don't know enough about it. Again, this is going back quite some time. SRS is the ProShares Ultra Short Real Estate Fund. I don't know how it works. I don't know what it does. I don't know whose friends he is. I don't know how he makes his money, but I don't like it. I don't know where you get your information from, but I don't like it. I don't know anything about it. I just know SRS was insane the last time the real estate market started getting hammered. So this might be something you want to take an eye on, get an eye on, get familiar with is what I'm trying to say. So I'm going to be watching SRS. I'm going to get a feel for it. I'm going to call. I'm going to do some due dilly on what the hell makes this thing move because I'm not selling my house. But if we're about to have a 20% drawdown, I'd like to be able to hedge myself. If my house is worth $1 million, it's about to go back to 800,000. I want to figure out how to capture some of that money. So I'm actually putting out there on the internet if you guys know any way I can do it. Because I've got most of my money's in real estate. So if we are about to have a drawdown, I'm not going to be happy about it. Well, most of my properties are rental properties, which is all right because they're still going to pay their rent. But if we're going into a depression, oh man. And now erase everything I just said. Who cares, right? Who cares? Revlon. Who cares? Who cares? Revlon. Woo! Who cares? Lost your job? Revlon. Portfolio's down? Yeah, buy a back cosmetic company. Woo, baby, come on. It doesn't make any sense, but it does. See, that's the best part about it. It really kind of does make sense. But on the outside, looking in from what's the common belief of the market, none of this is making any sense. And that's what I love about it. Revlon's not supposed to be up 64% today, but it is. But it is. So I'll leave you with this. Somebody asked me if I like Ford. We crushed it with Ford. This is where we bought it, 1175, back, and we sold it at 20, and 22.50 on the way back down. We didn't top ticket, almost. 22.50 was a nice out. And here it is back to where we originally bought it. So somebody said, do you think buying Ford is a good idea? And I answered, no. Yes. Maybe. Could be. How about that for an answer? Because what are you doing? What's your game? What do you want to do? You want to buy $11,475 worth of Ford, right? It's 1,000 shares of Ford right here, right? So now you're exposed. You own 11,400. So to put it into comparison to Ford would have to go to $45 in the next 3 days to replicate what we did with this bankrupt cosmetic company, Revlon. Why own? Do you think Ford's about to go to $45 in the next 3 days? And that's how I talk myself out of any ownership of any stock. What's Ford really going to do? It might go up. And wait, before we even go any further, I do like Ford. I do. I think it's going to go back to 20. I think it might actually go back to 20. Want to hear something crazy? This year. That's how much I freaking love the F-150 hybrid and the electric car. I don't care about it. I don't care about chip shortages. I love Ford. And I still wouldn't own it. You know why? It's because I got to buy $11,500 worth of it. Stock could go to zero. Let's put that out there. Maybe it goes down. So I'm risking $11,500. What's it going to do? It's going to go up 4 or 5 points. Maybe it does go back to 20. That's 9 points. Maybe it takes a year for it to get up 9 points. Oh, good for you. You made 2 points on a freaking bankrupt cosmetic company. I'm going to wait a year to make 8 points. So if I had to choose, and I'm not joking around, if I had to choose one stock to buy right now, it would be Ford. And I'm still not buying it. No way am I buying it. Because I also look at the way I would play Ford back in the day. You like Ford here at 1150? You know what you can do? You could go out to January. January 7s. Right? January 7s for 30 cents this morning. You could sell yourself 10 of those for $300. And now the stock could go down to 10, 9, 8, 7 and really suck. You'll still collect that $300. So when I'm going to venture back into the market, which I don't know if I'm ever going to because I don't see the point, I'm going to start selling puts on stocks that I like. And if they go to those prices, I'll buy them. But if they don't, at least I'll collect some premium. But I don't see the point. I don't see the point. I don't see the point, my friends. So listen. Yep. Right. But my question, Automoto Cha 9L, my question is, how do they get this popular? How does Tom Nash get that popular talking about pump and dumps as an investment? How? How does the guy with the fishing rod who talks about how day trading is impossible, that technical analysis doesn't work, how does he become so popular? Meet Kevin. I get the guy ran for governor, so I guess I know how he got popular. I don't know who he is. But how the hell do these people get this popular? You got one guy all he talks about is buying Tesla. That's all he talks about. But I was doing it too. I was doing it every day. There was like a wall of my popularity, and I was saying good shit, valuable stuff with trades that were working. I know when to put the bull hat on and to take the bear hat off, and the bull hat on, the bear hat on. I don't know, man. Point is, this is the greatest day of all time. It's the greatest day of all time. It is freaking awesome. And no, it would be even better if we gave up the whole day, if the Dow ended up red, the SPYs ended up red, and the Qs were ending up red. Because then I know for a fact the only people that are making money are traders. Because we had a freaking awesome rally. We're having some selling now. And if we roll over and die, that'd be phenomenal. You give me a day like this, 3 days a week, I'm fine. A couple of worthless biotech stocks going, a couple of bankrupt cosmetic companies, a couple of follow through on some other bullshit name, and we're good. I should sue because YouTube doesn't like me because I don't pay for anything. I never paid for a subscriber, I never paid for a view or a click or a thumbs up. I don't make fancy thumbnails. Here's your thumbnail. My friends, at the end of today, get to cash, participate tomorrow, win the day, live forever. I'll see you in Vegas. What? What? Wow. Vegas, February. See you. We're all going to Vegas on me. February. Or not. Can't find it right now, but yeah, we're going to Vegas. I'm trying to get my company to pay for the whole thing, so I don't actually have to do anything. But yeah, we're planning to go to Vegas. I can't find the date now. Hold on a second. It shouldn't be this hard to find. What the filth and foul is going on here? Traders Expo Vegas. There it is, February 23rd, 24th, and 25th at the Bally's Paris in Vegas. We'll be there. And then it's going to be a shit ton of fun. All right. Hopefully, I'll see you guys there. If not, I'll see you in cyberspace. If not, I'll see you in hell. Later.